And I've actually gotten many dislikes from the fans of the people who were stealing because they got salty when they heard the truth. Like, I'm talking thousands of dislikes, bro. I've never gotten that much in my life. It's so comical. All of the people who I have talked about stealing stuff, all of those people have millions of subscribers and are also in the star program of Roblox. I talked about Gaming with Kev, who is probably the most popular example of this. I've talked about Roby23, Furious Jumper, and also LinkyBox, who I also had to make a follow-up video on because people got so mad at me for pulling them out. And as I said, all of those people, millions of subscribers and views, they make tons of money. They're in the star program, so it's pretty sad to see people with all of those privileges and all of that power doing that kind of stuff. But the person we're going to be talking about today is pretty different because this person isn't exactly in the Roblox community, or at least I don't consider them to be. And the YouTuber that I'm talking about is none other than J-Station. I'm sure there's a good chunk of you who know who this guy is, or at least you have heard his name before. And for those of you who do know who he is, I am almost positive the majority of you definitely rolled your eyes when you heard me say his name. Alright, so this dude has like 6 million subscribers on his main channel. He's basically, to put in simple terms, a clickbait YouTuber. And when I say clickbait, I'm talking about the worst kind of clickbait. So this guy is basically famous for making those videos that are like, oh my god, calling the boss baby at 3 a.m. Don't try at home, gone wrong, 18 plus. I mean, come on, this one, for example, do not go to Chuck E. Cheese at 3 a.m. challenge, gone wrong. But yeah, so he makes clickbait videos. He is also pretty famous for doing some really bad stuff. For example, he has literally pretended to summon people who have passed away. Yes, literal, real-life people who have passed away with an Ouija board for views. Yeah, really. I'm not kidding. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that he also actually faked his own girlfriend's death for views to convince people to subscribe to his channel? Yeah, he did that too. So let's just throw ourselves right into the dumpster fire and let's see what J-Station did this time. So Flamingo, who is a huge Roblox YouTuber, made a post on Twitter saying, LOL, J-Station, that guy who literally faked his girlfriend's death, just yoinked me in Polar Cup Art's thumbnail. Shake my head. And as you can see in this attachment, it basically shows one of J-Station's videos where he straight up just stole Albert in his artist thumbnail. By the way, his thumbnail artist is Polar Cubs on Twitter. Please go follow her. She is amazing and she is a lovely person and artist. And unfortunately, her art literally gets stolen all the time because these man babies can't stop stealing thumbnails. And also, I just want to say, having your thumbnail stolen is one thing, but then having it stolen from a guy who has done so much terrible stuff, like, that's just a huge slap in the face, dude. Like, seriously, come on. J-Station actually did respond to this on his Twitter, which is pretty shocking considering when these people are called out, they usually don't even respond to it. Like, they just straight up ignore it and pretend that it's not happening. But he actually responded to it. However, his response is not him taking accountability or anything. It is just him straight up playing the victim card, and it's kind of funny to be honest, and just straight up really stupid. So here's what he said. You know, Flamingo almost got banned from making edgy content back in the day, so it's kind of ironic he brings up my edgy content, when a simple DM or email would have done the trick. I didn't mean to steal his thumbnail, I just searched Roblox Ouija board on Google. Are you kidding me, bro? Okay, right off the bat, there is just so much wrong with this post. So let's talk about the first thing that he said. He basically talked about how on Albert's old channel, he basically used to make content with edgy humor and stuff, which first off was literal years ago. He removed all of his videos from that channel. He made a public apology, and he is way different now. And also, what does that have to do with him telling you not to steal his thumbnail? Like, J-Station out here is literally acting like Albert's past actions, which he has improved on, justifies him stealing his thumbnails. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, guys, you can't argue with that. That makes so much sense. Let's give J-Station a round of applause. And also, just, the second part of this post is so stupid that it's funny. Like, he literally just said, yeah, I stole your thumbnail, but you could have just messaged me and told me to not steal it. Are you guys hearing the logic of this man right now? Honestly, it's just so beautiful. And then he goes to say that the way he found it is he searched Roblox Ouija board on Google. Wait, what? What is that logic? I'm so confused, guys. I am losing so much brain cells going over this post. So basically, he just searched up Roblox Ouija board on Google. He saw Albert's thumbnail pop up, and he was like, oh yeah, you know what? That seems pretty good. I'll just take that. Thank you very much. First off, okay, it's so blatantly obvious thumbnail, and it is also blatantly obvious that he knows who Flamingo is if he has ever even heard about Roblox. He cannot tell me that he doesn't know who Flamingo is, and this is Flamingo's super recognizable avatar. Like, he really looked at this and said, oh yeah, this probably doesn't belong to anyone. You know, this totally isn't Flamingo's avatar that he uses in every single thumbnail. Like, dude, seriously, if you're gonna lie, try to at least be a little more convincing than that, because you're doing a terrible job. That's the first post, because he actually made a second post. His second post says, I have no problem to remove this artwork if it belongs to him. It would be so simple to just say, hey man, that's my art, could you remove it? I'd be so happy to. Instead, he sent like 1,000 haters to my channel. Sorry, Albert Stuff. Seriously, honest mistake. Oh yeah, dude, sorry, J-Station, my bad. It's so obvious that you stole the thumbnail on accident, because that's just how stealing works, you know? And I can relate to this, because like when I go to rob a bank and people blame me, I'm just like, hey dude, it was an accident. No big deal. It wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to rob the bank. I completely get where you're coming from, J-Station. I am so sorry for this misunderstanding. But on a more serious note, I just find it really funny how he's basically saying, oh yeah, I stole your thumbnail, but if you didn't want me to steal your thumbnail, you could have just DM'd me and told me not to, because I didn't know that that was wrong. I guess he wants to be called a man-child at this point. For real, the victim card in these two posts is so blatantly obvious, like, no one's buying this dude. Also, I just want to quickly mention, but not give him too much credit, on the fact that he did end up changing the thumbnail so that it is no longer Albert and Polar Cup's thumbnail. However, I'm not really going to be giving him much credit for that, considering, obviously, if a big YouTuber calls you out, you're probably going to change your thumbnail. And also, this isn't the first time he has done this. He has copied many other people's thumbnails, so I guess this isn't really that new for him. I just don't get why these people can't hire a thumbnail artist to make thumbnails for them and come up with ideas. Because these people, including J-Station, make a ton of money from their videos, so it's not like they can't afford it, because they can definitely afford it. But obviously, you know, these people, they do not give a single dog poop about any of the stuff that they're getting, the backlash. They don't care. They're gonna keep doing what they want to do. We can't stop them. So the most we can do is just call them out and hope that they change, but we know they're not going to, so we just laugh at how stupid the situation is. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of J-Station, stealing thumbnails, and all that great stuff. I'm gonna go eat breakfast because I haven't yet. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, I'll see all your broskies in the next video. Bye! Man right now. Honestly, it's just so beautiful. And then he goes to say that the way he found it is he searched Roblox Ouija board on Google. Wait, what? What is that logic? I'm so confused, guys. I am losing so much brain cells going over this post. So basically, he just searched up Roblox Ouija board on Google. He saw Albert's thumbnail pop up, and he was like, oh yeah, you know what? That seems pretty good. I'll just take that. Thank you very much. First off, okay, it's so blatantly obvious that this is someone's thumbnail, and it is also blatantly obvious that he knows who Flamingo is if he has ever even heard